Hello, what is up guys, Matt Oppression here, and I will be taking the political compass plus a little bit at the end, and just give you a rough idea of what I believe in. Now I will leave a link to this thing at the end, so you can have a go yourself. So let's get going. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity, rather than the interests of transnational corporations. I agree. I'd always support my country, whether it was right or wrong. I'd like to think I disagree. No one chooses his or her country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I would strongly disagree. I'm proud of my country. I don't care. Our race has many superiority qualities compared with other races. No. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. No, he could be my enemy. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Agree. There is no worrying fusion of information and entertainment. If there is, but it's not worrying me, because if it's true information that entertains me, I don't care. People are ultimately divided more by class than nationality. Agree. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I actually agree with that, because even if you're unemployed, we have a welfare state, so they can afford all that stuff. But if inflation, and they're still employed, but the inflation keeps going higher, they cannot afford this stuff. So even if you're employed, but the inflation is high, you still won't be madder, like in 1930s Germany and 20s. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Disagree, because some of them are doing it on their own, like Google and Facebook. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need, is fundamentally a good idea. Shit, I don't know what that means. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need. Yeah, whatever. It's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic drink water is now a bottled, branded, continued product. No, it just shows intuition. And do you want this really see? Do you want to really drink out of a river, a dirty river, instead of having it processed for you? Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. Disagree. You can own land, you can own anything. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to the society. Disagree, philanthropists. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. Yeah, keep a strong economy. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver profits to its shareholders. Disagree. The rich are too highly taxed. I actually disagree with that. Those with the ability to pay should have a right to... They should really have like a middle... Those with the ability to pay should have a right to high standards of medical care. Agree. Government should penalise businesses that misled the public. Agree. A general free market requires restrictions on the ability of a predator multinationals to create monopolies. It doesn't... Yeah. The free of a market, the free of a people. Agree. Abortion when a woman's life is not threatened should always be illegal. It's not really my right to say, but I agree. All authority should be questioned. Agree. An eye and an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Disagree. Makes the world blind, all that saying. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theatres or museums that can't survive on a commercial basis. You know, I disagree, because history does need to be learned about. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. I disagree with that. Because you need education to have a future, really. All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should be kept to their own kind. Disagree. What? Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Smack, I use smack, I'm British. Agree. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. Agree. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offence. Disagree. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. Yes. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Disagree. Freedom. The most important, but they should take in for account their inheritable disease. Do they really want to pass it on to their children? It shouldn't be spayed and neutered, but they should really think to themselves, do I want to pass this on to my child? The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Disagree. There are no savage and civilized people, there are only different cultures. There are no savage and civilized people. There's no savage, but there's different ways of living. There are different cultures, and different cultures are bad, worse. Those who are not able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. I agree with that. When you are troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Disagree, because then problems can just mount up. First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated with a new country. They can if they choose to, but some of them don't. A lot of them don't. What's good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for us. Disagree. No broadcasting institution, however independent as content, should receive public funding. I agree. BBC is crap. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counter-terrorism. With a new super charter, I find it hard to disagree with that. A significant advantage of a one-party state that it avoids all the system argument to delay process in a democratic political system. No, because it's a dictatorship. Yes. Alright then, what if they say, oh yeah, let's kill all... A one-party state goes, yeah, let's kill all the Jews. Who's the way to stop them? In a democratic one, yeah, they go, you can't kill all the Jews, what are you doing? Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. Yeah, really, yeah. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Yeah, they waste money on the prison. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. Disagree? Agree really, because we do have the boss employee and all that system is worked. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Agree, I just don't really like art. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Yes. It is a waste of time to try and rehabilitate some criminals. Yeah. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. I strongly agree. I do like films, but come on, businesses and manufacturers keep the economies going. Mothers may have careers, but the first duty is to be a homemaker. Disagree, they can have careers, but they don't have to be a homemaker. Multinational companies are unethically exploiting the genetic resources of developing countries. No, they sell it to them. Making peace with the establishment is important. The establishment is an important aspect of maturity. No, you can be anti-establishment because sometimes establishments are bad. Astrology accurately explains many things. Strongly disagree. You cannot be moral without being religious. Strongly disagree. Charity is better than social security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. Disagree, because government pays out more. Some people are naturally unlucky. Disagree, you make your own luck. It is important that my child's school instills religious values. Yeah, a lot of them have good values. Sex outside of marriage is usually immoral. Disagree, really? We're in a more liberal time. A same-sex couple in a stable, loving relationship should not be excluded from the possibility of child adoption. I disagree with that, because a child needs a mother and a father figure to grow up to be a nice, normal child. Now, I'm not saying they can't, but I don't think they should. This is my personal opinion. They have a right to be together, but really, come on, mother and father for the child. Pornography depicting consented adults should be legal for adult population. Agree. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. Agree. No one can feel naturally homosexual. Disagree. These day openness about sex has gone too far. Agree. Have you seen what they're doing in our schools? Let's see where I stand. Ooh. More than 14 right when it comes to the economic, and on the social scale I'm authoritarian left apparently. So my political compass actually, I'm right there, I'm in a left libertarian, I'm apparently in the left. Huh. That's a surprise to me. Now, I'll just go back. Just click test for you. It's an interesting test. And look at the news today. United States to expel 35 Russian diplomats. A Kremlin spokesman says the move will destroy diplomatic relations between the United States and Russia. What Obama's doing here is he's trying to push from out of America, so it's harder for Trump to get his government up and running. And if something goes bad, like let's say World War III, let's be insane. Let's say something bad happens like that. Trump will be the blame, not the Democrats, because the Democrats are not in power, even though they did this. I do not want two world superpowers fighting each other constantly. It's just stupid. Stop being petty and grow up, Obama. Fuck's sake, like, just talk. Don't be a petty child all your life, yeah? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Always be happy to talk to you in the comments. So, yeah, goodbye.